guys, thanks for joining me for another Few with You. Right into it. Fake reviews, people bashing you, and overall just like what we call reputation management. I'm getting more of these as the uh, let's just say the trolls become to increase in size. Uh, it's just bad. So check this out. If you've got a situation where let's talk about fake and or troll reviews where people are just bashing you and it's not real and it's just getting annoying, and when they're looking for your business and or name, these articles and or websites are coming up. What do we do? uh, there's a process behind that. First and foremost, it would be always ideal to reach out to the property in which they're on, and to submit, kind of like voice your concern. Make sure that it's been addressed. Don't just let it sit there. Once again, contacting the actual website itself. We can do what if it's not a big website like a Yelp or something to that effect, which you can easily get in contact with them. And if they're not being responsive, tweet them, copy and paste, screenshot it, make your voice be heard. If it's a individual's website, like it's just like a privately owned website, and you don't know who it is, use the website called whois.net. Uh, Take the domain, put it into whois.net, and then see if you can find out contact information. Reach out to that person, say, hey man, cut it out, or maybe even submit some type of paperwork on the behalf of some legal advice. But once that's been done, the name of the game is at least voicing it and let it be seen online that you're disputing it. Don't let it just sit there. Now those are for fake and or just bashing reviews. And in addition to that, for those highly valued sites and or businesses that are online that are receiving this type of issue, there is a process. Once again, we call it reputation management. It kind of coincides with search engine optimization, and there's a process of making sure that the websites that you own and or website has a good organic process of developing content talking about not only you but your establishment and your business and your overall vertical as a whole, that you're the bee's knees and you're good at what you do and your business as well. And yeah, we don't please everybody, but we've come full circle, and once again, just producing content. Now that's kind of fake and or trolling type of situation. Let's talk about real reviews that just we've dropped the ball, whether they're restaurants and or high volume type of businesses that just cater to hundreds of people. Obviously, we're not always going to be able to make everybody happy. So what do we do? Let's just use a restaurant as an example, because I have a lot of clientele that's in the restaurant business, and this happens a lot. I may bring to the attention of the business owner, like, hey man, we had this really nasty comment on whatever portal it is, whether it's Facebook, etc., and the review was really bad. The name of the game is, getting in touch with, responding to that comment right away, as fast as possible. Once again, maybe accepting the negligence in the situation, that we dropped the ball, we're really sorry. Don't be too generic, maybe get a little bit personal with the situation. So most of the time with my clientele, I'll screenshot the issue, send it to the owner. Most of my clientele I have like texting relationships with as well to expedite the situation, and I'll say, yo, is this legit? And they'll be like, oh man, I remember that lady, she was pissed. Well, I say, well, look, here's, either give the business owner the opportunity to give me what they want. Every once in a while, if the relationship encompasses this, I actually will come up with something that addresses it and kind of, just puts a little bit of care and tenderness behind it. But the name of the game is responding to it as fast as possible and commenting on that actual platform. So let's use Facebook as the topic right here. The person comments on it, leaves a 1 star, and they say you suck, in lack of better words. We'll respond to it and try to offer some type of remedy to it, whether it's a comped meal their next trip, or getting in touch with them and letting the audience know around that you've done something to address that. That's huge. And we all seen that, whether you're using like an Airbnb or whatever it may be, anything that carries reviews now. When you see the owner of that entity and or the management of that entity addressing it, getting in touch with that consumer and saying, look, ultimately always apologizing and trying to make a really sour situation sweet, it's absolutely imperative to do that. For those companies and or small business owners that are just letting these reviews sit there and they think, oh, it's not a big deal, that lady was an idiot, or absolutely, I get it, but don't let it sit, because someone that's never been to your establishment before, that is, that's what the internet's turning into, is just a really fast, high volume, looking for a restaurant. They're going to scan these things, and if one of the most recent reviews is you suck and you didn't address it, they're probably just going to say, we'll go to this other place. And that may not sound like a big deal, but it all adds up. So the game is, you can't do anything. All these companies, if anyone ever sells you on the premise of, we're going to get this review down, we're going to erase it, that's not happening unless they own the website. And there are these, which that does happen. There are a lot of people have heard me use this term before in the past, the white, black, and gray segments of the web. There are a lot of spammy people that build negative type forums and then charge you for getting those reviews out. That doesn't happen too much in our immediate area because we're still such a funky little town. But keep in mind that unless these people own the websites that the reviews are on, they're not coming down. So this is, once again, this is kind of just like a one-on-one. I'm not doing any screen sharing because we all know what it's like to have bad reviews, and it sucks. It just address it, make sure that the other consumers can see it, and also the cool thing is that the fake and the spammy ones kind of called their bluff. I'm having fun with a lot of my business owners now. If someone says like, your place was the worst place ever and I really hated my meal, offer them a refund with the receipt. And it's pretty neat because obviously there was, if you know for a fact it's a troll and it's not real, and you're like, dude, we were closed for the last week, we haven't served one person, there's no way it could be a real legitimate review, call or bluff in a public forum. It's really, really fun, actually. So if someone says you suck and the meal sucked or something that you know for a fact is not real, in a public environment, say, all right, well, we're so sorry to hear this. Once again, always putting the sorry in there. But once that's been done, say if you guys can show us your receipt on your next trip or email it to us, we would be glad to send you out a gift card, or even give you the money back on the ways that it was purchased. But that's a really cool one, because then the consumers, the potential consumers, or even those that already enjoy your services would be like, this is really neat that you're spending the time and or the energy and making sure that your web environments are being taken care of. But either way, this is a topic that's increasing in importance and is happening more and more across the web. So hope this was helpful.